वापहिबान सकल प्रलय प्रवर्तः. Pralaya or Pravarta, you can say. Sakala Pralaya Haya Shunayaha Aite Sei Prabhu Viprarupe Dekhila Sakshate. So, fruitive activity is mental speculation, material knowledge, pious, impious, direct, indirect perceptions. More than I am able to say, all these are created and destroyed by that Lord who just met in the form of a Brahmin. So, Saraswati appears before Big Vijay Pandit. Is when Anantashesha cannot describe him, when Anantashesha is completely bewildered by seeing his opulence, who am I? And even I have no power to speak before him. Anantashesha also cannot explain, even the Vedas cannot explain before the Lord. It is very difficult to explain his glories before him itself. The word karma, so here it is said, everything, even fruitive activity, mental speculation, material knowledge, everything is created by Krishna. This karma refers to Vedic rituals such as the performance of fire sacrifices, which aim at enjoying the fruits of those activities in this world. And the goal or destination of karma is bhakti or material enjoyment. Jnana refers to speculating on impersonal Brahman, and the goal or destination is mukti or liberation. So that which is referred to as Bhagavad Bhakti or devotion service and its goal or destination are one, not separate or non-different. So here very nicely it has been said that what is the goal of karma? Why a person is performing karma? What is the goal of jnana? So the destination is mukti. And what is the meaning of mukti? To understand what is bhakti. That is actually real meaning of mukti. Though jnana speculating on impersonal Brahman, they think of mukti. Their definition of mukti is merging into Brahman. But the definition of mukti by the bhaktas is mukti hitva anyatha rupam swarupena vivastitihi. Give up all the anya rupaha and take up devotional service or understanding our position. So Bhagavat prema or love of God, that is most important. That should be the highest destination. The word vidya in this verse refers to material knowledge, the purpose of which is sense gratification. In the Mundak Upanishad, it is stated, Tatra para Rugveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Tharvaveda, Shiksha, Kalpaha, Vyakarana, Niruktam, Chando, Jyotisham, Iti. So these Vedas, Rigi, Yajur, Sama, Yatharva, along with their corollaries known as Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Chanda, Jyotisha. So these are all the limbs of Vedas. That is Shiksha, because if you have to study Rig, Yajur, Veda, Sama, and Atharva Veda, then naturally one should know the alphabets first. Shiksha, Kalpa, then you have Vyakarana, then you have Niruktaha, you have Chanda, the meter, and Jyotisha. These 6 knowledge is very much important. Then only a person can study all this Veda. This is why it has corollaries. They all belong to the inferior system of material knowledge, Apara Vidya. So all these are included in Apara Vidya. Why? Because it is teaching about Apara Shakti of Krishna. What is the Apara Shakti of Krishna? That is matter. It focuses more on matter. Apareyam mitastwanyam prakritim jiva, prakritim vidhim. Jiva bhuta prakritim vidhi me param. Jiva bhuta mahabaho yedam dharite jatam. Jivas are Parashakti. Aparashakti is Bhumira Ponalo Vayu, Khammano Buddhi Revacha, Ahankar Itiyam me Bhinna Prakriti Ashtana. They are all Aparashakti. So Rig, Yajurat, Sama, Atharva, they focus on Aparashakti or Aparavidya. They are known as Aparavidya. The word Shubha Shubha means auspicious, inauspicious, good and bad. So in Bhagavatam 11th canto 28th chapter 4th verse says, Kim Bhadram, Kim Abhatram Va Dvaitasya Vastunah Kiyat Avachoditam Tad Anrutam Manasa Dhyatam Evacha. That which is expressed by material words or meditated upon by the material mind is not ultimate truth. What therefore is actually good or bad within this insubstantial world of duality? And how can the extent of such good and bad be measured? So now here, very nice it has been said, what is expressed by material words? That is not ultimate truth. With our words, material contemplation, we can never understand absolute truth. So then, what is within this world of duality, there is something good, something bad. Anyhow, we can never measure the extent of good and bad, because good and bad, these dualities are present in each and every matter. Something is good, something is bad, and it has nothing to do with the ultimate truth. The Chaitanya Charitamrita is said, Dvaitve Bhatra Bhatra Jnana Saba Manodharma Yai Bhala Yai Manda Yai Saba Brahma. So again, this is a mental speculation. What is good for me need not be good for you. Who is coming, going? Anything problem in your connectivity? Somebody is joining, somebody is exiting. Okay. So with a mental speculation, it is impossible to understand. Even if you try to understand, this is all mental speculation, good and bad. So saying this is good, this is bad, is all a mistake. Drishya drishya refers to objects directly seen or indirectly seen. Another drishya drishya, reading of this verse, dushya dushya means eatable, non-eatable, pure, impure. So anyhow, what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur wants to express is these dualities, whatever is seen in this material world, is nothing but mental speculation. So with our mind, with our intelligence, we can never measure spiritual world, because our mind and our intelligence is used to only measure or to identify or classify which is good and which is bad. Devotional service to the Lord is neither created nor destroyed. Everything has a creation and destruction. That object whom this creation and destruction is accomplished is the Supreme Lord. So from where everything emanates, it emanates from Krishna only. Creation, destruction, everything. So here is said, though he is the only cause of, now here, whom you have seen as a young Bengali Brahmana grammarian. So whom you are seeing as a Bengali Brahmana, that person is a source of creation and destruction. He is the only cause of creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this world. He is a controller of Maya, transcendental to the modes of nature. Therefore, do not accept him as Lord Brahma, who creates all the material objects under the shelter of passion, or Lord Shiva, who annihilates under the shelter of ignorance. So don't compare him with Brahma and Shiva, because everyone emanates from him only. Another reading for karma is bhakti, or material enjoyment. Another reading for drishya is dushya. Those items that are seen through our mundane vision are called drishya. And items that are beyond our mundane vision and most difficult to understand, yet are nevertheless material, are called adrishya. So there are certain things which we can see with our eyes, material eyes. There are certain things which is very difficult to see. One's perception of Yogamaya, the spiritual potency of the Lord, from the platform of devotional service. Another perception of Mahamaya, the material energy from the platform of material enjoyment, are not the same. Again, Yogamaya, Mahamaya, though both are energy of Krishna, so their functions are different. That is why they cannot be said they are one. No, their functions are different. Yogamaya's function is to enhance the leelas of Krishna, is to bring the devotees more closer to Krishna, and in this way give highest pleasure to Krishna. Mahamaya's work is to take the conditioned souls away from Krishna, but they don't want to come near to Krishna. So whatever Jiva desires, accordingly Krishna's energy functions on it, on him. Abrahmadi yatadekha sukha dukkha paya sakala janiha vipra ihana agyaya. So even Brahma, including everyone, including Brahma, is enjoying happiness and distress according to his will alone. So it is up to the one's desire. If a person wants to enjoy the matter, Krishna gives full-fledged opportunity. Like somebody told me, Mataji, we are not finding time for our material life. As I used to say, please come for Sunday program. Just for Sunday program, just see. Whole 6 days, one is occupied in his office, but for one day, they don't have time. Because so much absorption in material life, then that for that person, coming to temple becomes a burden. But he is very energetic to go to office and he has no excuse for that. You see, when they go to office, you don't have any excuse. You will not even have an excuse that your health is not good or your family's health is not good. No, no such excuse. But when it comes to come to temple, leave aside every day, at least twice a week or thrice a week. No time. I'm so busy. The time is given by Krishna, but the person is so busy in his materialistic activities, he has no time. He practically has no time. Then coming on Sundays, he feel I have done such a big thing. I have done such a big uppkara by coming on Sundays. So in this way, what happens is that person's illusion goes on increasing and he thinks that he does a very good devotional service. Slowly, what happens is because of not using all the senses in Krishna's service, Ambarish Maharaj says, use every senses in Krishna's service. So then if we are not doing that, then devotional service is like slowly it goes away. How it goes away, a person doesn't understand. Slowly he will be occupied with his materialistic activities in such a way that he will really fetch no time because of giving the excuses of I don't have time, or my time is just wasted by coming to temple. Then Krishna makes it sure. It's not Krishna, it is actually the Mahamaya Shakti of Krishna makes it sure that this person will never reach the internal potency of Krishna. It's not so easy to reach. You see, people plan out their holidays. They go to different places. But you say Ayatra, they have a lot of excuses. No, I don't have time, my child's exam. But you tell them, for 4 days, go to the nearest place and come. Just go to the relative's house, always ready. So this is the thing. We have been, at least in this preaching moment I have seen, people like to give excuses when it comes to devotional practices. But when it comes to enjoying with their family, going outings with their family, they are ever ready batteries, ever ready energy is there. So then what happens is Mahamaya simply pulls them very nicely in their materialistic activities. And where it started, devotional service, how it started, where it ended, person will never come to know when it started, how it ended. It's not so easy to be fixed up in devotional service. That too with great intensity, it is not at all easy. Some here and there, some fragrance will be there. But to be fixed up in devotional service, to enhance oneself in devotional service, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever he has given to us, that we should strictly follow. Rupa Goswami, whatever he has given to us, we should strictly follow. If we don't do that, then how it goes away, we don't. Coming to temples, once in a week, give up everything, just come to temple. Sunday programs are very important. You need not have a temple in your city. You can just walk in. Jagannath Center has been made for your own. Just come, do services, take part in the dressing sevas of Krishna. Don't be just a visitor in the temple. Take part in the seva, broom, cook. So many sevas are there. But what happens is we have Sundays to enjoy, Sundays to go for partying, Sundays we want to have some meetings in the buildings. So if what happens, then slowly our devotional service goes up. And we don't know how it dragged, who dragged it, how it came. So it is not so easy to be focused in devotional service, not so easy. At the same time, very easy also. Just utilize every moment in Krishna service. That is very much important because everything emanates from Krishna. Even Karma Kand also emanates from Krishna. Mahamaya also emanates from Krishna only. And it is the work of Mahamaya to throw a person out of devotion. So that is why we should be very careful in choosing things. You have a choice. Grahastha means free will is there. Lot of free will is there. Lot. You have a choice to enjoy your life. You have a choice to enjoy the same along with the devotees. So it is up to you. It is up to the Grahasthas. That is why in the Grahastha life, to progress in devotional service, it is not so easy. In other ashramas, brahmachari, vanaprasthi, sannyasi, it becomes a little bit easy because anyhow they are in the temple atmosphere. But to maintain the temple atmosphere in the Grahastha life, one really has to sacrifice so many things. So many outings, so many gatherings, so many social functions have to be given. If we give priority for that, oh, what will happen if they don't come to my function then? And so many priorities, like now Ganapati Utsav was there, Ganesh Utsav was there. There were so many who were giving the excuses. We have Ganesha in our house. That is why we are not able to come to the temple. We can give up. Sarvadharman Pariteja Mamekam Sharanam Braja Krishna has given. But no, we have a lot of excuses. So it's not so easy. For a Grahastha to progress in devotional service, it is a difficult situation. But if he is determined, it is very simple. And Krishna's Yogamaya helps a person. So these two, Yogamaya and Mahamaya, they function according to the desire of a person. A Brahmadiyata Dekha Sukha Dukkhapaya Sakala Janiha Viprayaha Iha Agyaya. So Krishna says, here, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says, know for certain that everyone, including Lord Brahma, enjoys happiness and distress according to his will alone. So now Lord Brahma is enjoying his happiness and distress. It is according to his will. So what is the distress for great personalities like Brahma? The only distress is separation from Krishna. But what is the distress for a living entity who are lower than Brahma? The distress is suffering in this material world. Because Brahma Loka, Tapa Loka, Satya Loka, and all these lokas are in the upper planetary system. They don't have this word suffering there. They don't suffer. In fact, they do more austerities there. The place of enjoyment is the Swarga Loka. So all the demigods headed by Brahma enjoy happiness and distress under the control of Maya. But Lord Vishnu is not a living entity who enjoys the fruits of temporary happiness and distress. The demigods headed by Brahma are controlled. In other words, they are under the subordination of Maya and are the sons of Universal Mother, who holds the entire universe within her womb. But Lord Vishnu is the controller of Maya and Mahamaya. The Universal Mother, who holds the entire universe within her womb, stands embraced behind the Lord. So, demigods headed by Brahma, they are also experiencing happiness and distress. Because anyhow, this whole world is Shashvatam Dukkhalayam. There is a dissolution even for Brahma. There is a pralaya even for Brahma also. Though the longevity of their ages will be more, but there is death for everyone. Matsya Kurma Adi Yata Shuna Avatara Yehi Prabhu Vina Vipra Kichuna He Aram. So listen, Brahmana, all the incarnations, Matsya, Kurma, they all emanate from him and they are non-different from him. So though the Naimitika or occasional incarnations of Vishnu, such as Matsya Kurma, engage in their eternal pastimes in Vaikuntha, they appear within this world for some special purpose. Gaur Sundar himself appears in various occasional incarnations in Vaikuntha as portions and plenary portions, and from there he descends within this material world. There is actually no difference between Gaur Sundar incarnations like Matsya Kurma. The only difference is in their pastime. So there is no difference between avatars. Why the same Supreme Personality appears in different forms. So what is the difference? Their functions or what are their pastimes or activities? That only differs. One should refer to the purport of Chaitanya Bhagavat Adi 2, 169, 171, 173 for description of Gaur Sundars, incarnations like Matsya Kurma Varaha, Narsimha Vamana and Ramchandra. This paragraph also applies in the following 3 verses. We had studied this second chapter, Adi Lila, second chapter, 169, 171, 173. Yai se Varaha Rupe Shiti Stapayita, Yai se Narsimha Rupe Prahlada Rakshita. So as Varaha, what did he do? He rescued Bhudevi. And in the form of Narsimha, he protected Prahlada. Yai se Vamana Rupa Balira Jivana, Yandra Pada Padma Haite Gangara Janama. And as in the form of Vamana, he became the life and soul of Bali Maharaj. And from the Lord's lotus feet, Ganga emanates. Yandra Pada Padma Haite Gangara Janama. Ganga emanates from the lotus feet of Krishna. So incarnation of Vamandeva is clearly mentioned in the Rik Samhita. The description of Vamana's pastimes is given in Rik Samhita to award neophyte devotees with the qualification to study the Vedas. The purpose is that all objects of enjoyment within the 3 worlds, which through material calculation are the ultimate limit for conditioned souls who are prone to material knowledge, they are brought into the control by the exhibition of the supreme prowess of that personality. So with our mental calculation, what we do, we have different objects of enjoyment. And these objects of enjoyment, they actually have a limit. You don't have unlimited objects of enjoyment in this material world. And they are got by one's material knowledge only. But they are put into control by Krishna. So that is how Vamandeva, what he does, he controls the objects of enjoyment. So now Vamandeva's characteristics are found in the codes of the mantras of the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda describes the characteristics of Vamandeva. While describing the prowess of this Trivikrama Vishnu Mahabharata, the purport of the Vedas narrate the glories of other incarnations. And the purport of Mahabharata has been elaborately explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Since according to the considerations of the atheists, Trivikrama Vishnu's prowess is limited, they cannot agree to accept the incarnation of Vishnu, the controller of Maya. So who are the atheist people? They are very averse to Krishna. They are averse to the incarnation of Krishna. They can never even understand that Lord's power is unlimited. For them, because of their limited intelligence and corrupted intelligence, they can only see the Lord's power also to be limited. One is able to perceive the Lord only on the strength of mercy bestowed by the Lord. So Lord can be perceived only by his mercy. Yameva isha vrutatena labhyas tasyeisha atma vrutatanuswam. We have this verse very, very clearly it is said, neither by any bahuda pravachanena labhyas, nor by shrutena, nor by one's own intelligence we can understand Krishna's power. It's only by his mercy we can understand. People who depend solely on material knowledge are always baffled in their attempts to understand the nature of Lord, like a dwarf's attempt to catch the moon. So much of dependency on this material knowledge and thinking that this material knowledge is going to give me success in life. It's only by the material knowledge I can flourish in my life. So that person is actually befooled. The mundane mental speculators see the all-pervading Vishnu in limited form by not realizing their own selves, and thus they are bereft of the service of Krishna. So the mental speculators, what they do, they are not able to identify themselves. They consider themselves under the control of material nature and exhibit materialistic false ego as a result of foolishness born of Maya. Such persons who are attached to objects not related with the Lord are cheated by Lord's mercy. One should discuss the Katha Upanishad, Mundak Upanishad, wherein it's stated, Yameva Ishaha Vrutatena Labhya Sasesh Atma Vrutatana. Same verse is put here. It's so wonderful. It said verses are persons. If you serve the verses nicely, they will reveal. Actually, I did not study this. I did not read the purport. Now the same thing has been put. It's the mercy of the verses to reveal themselves. There's a very important shloka from Katha Upanishad where it is said, neither by any pravachan. If a person wants to do a lot of preaching, but that is not going to make him eligible. It's not up to how much he's preaching or how much he's hearing or how much he's studying. It all depends on the mercy of Krishna. That doesn't mean that we give up all these things and sit idle and wait for the mercy of Krishna. That is why you should read that also. Do your duty. Just do your duty of hearing, chanting. Whatever duty has been given by Srila Prabhupada, you have to do that. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padaseva, Archana Vandanam Dasa, Sakya Matma. That has to be done. But then again, don't demand. By doing this, don't claim that I am the rightful heir of your property. You cannot claim that. Yes, though, but there is a daibha. Eligibility is there. Again, it is up to Krishna's will. Yam eva ishaha vrunatatena labhyaha. Tasyeisha atma vrunate tanuswam. Tanuswam means he himself will reveal. So Lord is obtained only by one whom he himself chooses. To such a person, he manifests his own form. It is up to Krishna. So leave it to Lord. Just perform one's duty. Leave it to Lord. He is the one who reveals his form. Everything is dependent on him. Just sincerely we have to serve. Whole day we have to use. Every moment we have to use. If we do that and follow the instructions given by our acharyas, that is enough to bring a person in the eyes of Krishna. Bring a person in the eyes of Krishna's mercy. Yei se haila avatirla ayodhyaya vadila ravana dushta shesha lilaya. So same Lord appeared as Rama and then killed Ravana. So he appeared at Ayodhya. Uhane se Vasudeva Nanda Putra Bali Eve Vipraputra Vidya Rase Kutuhali. Now he has appeared as the son of Vasudeva and Nanda Baba. And now he has appeared as the son of Brahmana to enjoy the scholastic pastimes. So whatever is the need, in the same way Krishna appears. The need of the hour in Nadia was atheistic, knowledgeable, egoistic people were just speaking on Vedas and they were not understanding the essence of Vedas. So Advaita Acharya, he cried, he called Krishna, you please come and teach them the proper knowledge. So Lord appears as the son of Vipra or the son of Brahmana, and then he enjoys the scholastic pastimes. So Mother Saraswati is saying all these things to Digvijay Pandit. So here we'll stop. Any questions you can ask. Any questions? Hare Krishna. So again, there is a request to everyone. We have already done 25 tickets. So requesting all to join the yatra. Because after a long time, we are going to yatra. So in May also, we had gone to Mysore, the second yatra of this year. So if you're interested, you can give me the names. Okay.